And welcome back to Hannity, and here is part 2 of my interview with the 2016 Republican nominee, Donald Trump. As I talk to you, I'm going to put up the headlines of WikiLeaks and the things we've discovered, including the latest solicitation, $12 million from a country that Secretary Clinton, as Secretary of State, thought abusing their own citizens. $12 million, also a paid appearance to go to the Clinton Foundation. On the side of you right now is a list of all of these revelations. I know you've been paying attention to it. The media has not. They've largely ignored it. What does this tell you about the Clintons and about the campaign and about their tactics? I mean, they even exposed how they would go after Obama and his father being a Muslim, and that Obama used cocaine, and going after Bernie Sanders and, of course, you. What do you get out of these WikiLeaks revelations?
Well, take a look at what's going on. I mean, look at, as an example, and this wasn't WikiLeaks, but look at what you just said about the voter fraud that was uncovered with the tapes. Look at what you said about the thugs going into arenas and starting problems. Look at what came out today about the New York Times, where they have reporters that are soft or safe or something. And I have those same reporters, and they are brutal. They're not brutal. They're dishonest. They're totally dishonest. It's a totally dishonest group of people. And you just take a look at what's happened. Look at how you get set up. I mean, they say you saw somebody in 1902. And you touch the person. I mean, give me a break. This is stuff that all doesn't exist, Sean. This is dirty, disgusting stuff, and they'll find out. It'll be revealed at some point. This is dirty, disgusting stuff. Yeah. And you know what? It's no way that it should be. We're supposed to be a great democracy. It's no way that it should be. I mean, a certain magazine wrote some horrible things. I guess it came out today. Nobody reports it. I'm not going to get involved in it, but nobody reports it. But if somebody calls up the newspaper and says just one thing, they make a big deal out of it.
Well, I mean, they interviewed a woman on CNN for 45 minutes. It turns out she's claiming you were molesting her on a plane, but it was okay for 15 minutes. And then an eyewitness came on with Judge Jeanine Pirro that said that never happened. I was sitting right next to them, and she was on a public plane with a lot of people. You would think she would have cried out for help, considering the length of time. They went with that, but you're right. They'll ignore the National Enquirer, which is what I think you're referring to.
By the way, it never happened. Never happened.
Right.
Okay?
Well, you have an eyewitness that corroborates that for you.
Just so you understand, all that stuff, it was fabricated, made up, never happened. When you see they come like every 2 days, never happened.
How does CNN
ever happened.
How does CNN put the woman on for 45 minutes, and then the guy that was sitting next to you,
I think it's a disgrace.
They don't even ask him one question?
It's the most rigged system I've ever seen, and I've been talking about it for a long time. And it was rigged against Bernie Sanders, and it's rigged even more against me. Well, it's a disgrace. They poison the voters with this kind of stuff and this kind of junk that never happened. It's not like a question like it may have. It never. None of it ever happened.
Obama, Al Gore, Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders have all themselves at different points said it's a rigged system, but I don't have time to get into it now. I was glad to see the other night there's so much money that have come from countries like the $1 million gift from Qatar. Qatar allows marital rape and marital beatings. The up to $25 million of the Clinton Foundation from the Saudis. The $10 million from the Saudis for the Clinton Library. Women can't drive. They're told how to dress. Gays and lesbians are killed. Christians and Jews are persecuted. But she takes the money. You want her to give it back. Has anybody in the media followed up on that?
No, absolutely not. You're not surprised. But she should give that money back. I brought it up during the debate. Give the money back. It's $25 million at a minimum. Give the money back. She didn't want to answer that question, if you noticed.
Yeah, I did notice that. But I consider, how can you be the champion of women's rights, gay and lesbian rights, religious freedom, and take money from countries that abuse all those groups?
Sean, you have seen things, and I've seen things, and I've been going through things. Nobody could imagine that this could happen in the United States. Nobody can even imagine it. But I'll tell you what, we're going to win the election, and we're going to clean out the swamp. You know, I'm using the expression, we're going to drain the swamp of Washington, D.C. It is a swamp of absolute corruption. It's absolutely corrupt. And we're going to drain the swamp. We'll see what happens. We're going to drain it, but we're going to win. We have such enthusiasm. And you saw what I just left this rally 2 minutes ago. In fact, I'm sitting in a room that's about 200 degrees. I've never seen it. It's like a steam room.
I know, and you love that.
And no, it's just wonderful. But I'll tell you what, at least you're on the side of exposing some of this stuff. The press doesn't want to do it. incredible what's going on in the country. But come November 8th, you watch. You saw this arena. It was packed with thousands of people outside. Something is going on that's very, very special. Plus, 3 polls came out today, including Rasmussen, and including another poll that caught it the most accurately 4 years ago. And they say I'm leading nationwide.
It's a 1-point lead. IDB, the Investors Business Daily Tip Poll, has you up by 1. They have been the closest in the last 3 cycles. I do think there are a lot of balls up in the air that haven't been factored into the polls yet, including the last debate, including the Project Veritas videos, including, I don't think the public is absorbing what I'm showing them every night in terms of the WikiLeaks reveals. All right, I know you've got to go. I want to ask you a final question, and give me as detailed an answer as you can. Tomorrow you're going to make a pledge and put it on paper for the American people. You're doing it in Gettysburg.
Right.
Give us a preview. What is this about? Is this like a contract with America?
Sean, I want to do it tomorrow. I don't want to do it right now. I really want to do it tomorrow. I can only say we're going to make America great again. We have so many problems. Our taxes are too high. We're going to reduce them. Our borders are weak. Our regulations are crazy. Drugs are pouring into our country. People are coming into the country that we really shouldn't have come into the country. We have drug lords and criminals and murderers. And, I mean, what's going on in this country is incredible. Hillary wants open borders where people can just flow through. We're not going to have a country anymore. We are going to do something very special. And tomorrow, I think, is going to be a special day at a special place.
Did you have fun at the Al Smith dinner? Did you mind getting booed a little bit?
I did.
Yeah.
No, look, we say what's true. And some people don't like hearing it, but we say what's true.
That's a pretty liberal crowd, though.
A lot of her people in there.
Yeah,
no, that's okay. It was a great dinner. It was a great dinner. No, I enjoyed it. I thought it was great.
All right. Did you get in trouble when you went home to Melania last night?
No, I didn't. She was great. She understood. That was probably the moment of the evening. People loved it.
All right. Mr. Trump, have fun on the campaign trail. I know you got a lot more to get to today. Appreciate your time.
Thank you. Thank you very much, John.